6 months have passed since Ada's downfall. Lagos is as busy as ever, but Ada's world has grown quiet. She's holed up in a modest apartment on the outskirts of the city, avoiding the gossip, the headlines, and the stares of former colleagues. Tolu has risen to prominence, basking in the glow of his heroic exposure of her mistake. Ada sees his face on every financial magazine cover, every business TV show. Each sight stings like salt in an open wound. But Ada's not sitting idle. Her laptop sits open, the screen filled with data she's been gathering quietly for months. Tolu's rise to fame wasn't as clean as it seemed. Ada has found gaps in his story, discrepancies in the trades he made after she left. Tolu hasn't just been manipulating the markets. He's been using his newfound power to siphon money in ways only someone in her former position would understand. Ada scrolls through the data, a bitter smile tugging at her lips. Tolu's arrogance has left a trail, and she's the only one who can follow it. He may have won the battle, but Ada is about to win the war. Ada can't take this evidence to the authorities directly. Tolu's influence has grown too strong. He has friends in high places now, and any report she makes will be buried before it's even read. She needs to be smarter. She needs someone inside. After a sleepless night of planning, she reaches out to an old ally, Bola, a former co-worker who left the firm long before her scandal. Bola has no ties to Tolu, and most importantly, she owes Ada a favor. They meet at a quiet cafe, far from the eyes of the financial world. Bola listens carefully as Ada lays out the evidence. Her eyes widen at the scale of Tolu's fraud, but she's hesitant. "This is dangerous, Ada," she whispers. "You could be risking everything again." Ada leans forward, her voice low but firm. "I've already lost everything. This is about getting it back." Bola agrees to help, but they'll need to be careful. Tolu isn't just another crooked banker. He's been playing both sides of the market, making powerful enemies and allies alike. One wrong move, and they could both end up in even worse trouble than before. With Bola's help, Ada begins to leak small, calculated pieces of information to the press. Not enough to expose the full extent of Tolu's crimes, just enough to sow doubt. Headlines start to surface. Is Tolu's success too good to be true? The articles raise subtle questions about the legitimacy of his trades, the sudden rise of his firm, the quiet whispers of irregularities. Tolu, of course, brushes it off in public, but Ada knows him too well. Behind the scenes, he's getting nervous. His power base isn't as solid as he wants people to believe, and the cracks are beginning to show. He starts making mistakes, small at first, but enough for Ada to seize on. As Tolu scrambles to patch the holes in his facade, Ada digs deeper. She uncovers something she didn't expect. Tolu is using offshore accounts tied to powerful international figures, people who won't be happy when they find out he's been skimming from their deals. Ada and Bola are ready to strike, but they need to act fast. One wrong step, and Tolu could flee the country, taking his stolen billions with him. Bola arranges a private meeting between Tolu and one of his international partners, a partner who is unaware of how much money Tolu has been siphoning from their joint ventures. The meeting is set to take place in a high-end Lagos hotel. Ada, working from the shadows, ensures that the right information gets to the right people. She knows that if Tolu slips, his partners won't just abandon him, they'll destroy him. As Tolu walks into the meeting, he's confident. He doesn't know that his partner, Mr. Zhang, is already suspicious, having received a tip-off from an anonymous source about Tolu's offshore accounts. The atmosphere in the room shifts quickly as Mr. Zhang confronts Tolu with the evidence. Tolu stumbles, trying to explain, but the damage is done. Outside, Ada watches from a safe distance. She sees the look on Tolu's face as he realizes his empire is crumbling around him. The fall of Tolu has begun. The fallout is swift. By the next morning, news breaks that Tolu's firm is under investigation for fraud. His international partners withdraw their support, and within days, the firm's stock crashes. Tolu is left scrambling, but it's too late. The authorities launch a full investigation, and Tolu's assets are frozen. He tries to flee, but he's caught at the airport, his passport flagged by the very system he used to manipulate. Ada watches the news in her apartment, feeling a strange mixture of satisfaction and emptiness. She's brought Tolu down, just as she planned. But her own life is still in tatters. The billion-dollar error still haunts her, and she knows that even with Tolu gone, she's far from redemption. But then, she gets a call. It's from one of Tolu's former international partners. They know she was behind the leaks, and they want to talk. There's an offer on the table. Help them clean up the mess Tolu left behind, and they'll give her a chance to rebuild. It's risky, dangerous even, but it's a way back. Ada takes a deep breath. When can we meet? The final scene shows Ada walking through the bustling streets of Lagos, her head held high. She's no longer the woman who made the billion-dollar mistake. She's something new. The financial world is watching her again, but this time, she's in control. As she steps into a sleek office building to meet her new international contacts, Ada feels the weight of her past lifting. There's still so much to do, and the road ahead is filled with challenges, but she knows one thing for certain. She's not done yet. The story is far from over. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and share to help me reach more amazing people like you.